In 1900, near the lonely waters of Antikythera, sponge divers stumbled onto something no one was ready for: an ancient shipwreck, hiding a discovery that would rewrite history. They brought up statues, pottery, and jewelry, treasures from a bygone era. But among the priceless artifacts lay a corroded lump of bronze, a mysterious object that would baffle scientists for over a century. This is the story of the Antikythera Mechanism, a device so advanced, so out of place in time, that it has been called the world's first analog computer. When the mechanism was first discovered, no one knew what it was. It looked like a lump of rock and bronze, fused together by 2,000 years under the sea. It was sent to the National Archaeological Museum in Athens, where it sat for 2 years, largely ignored. Then, one day, the lump cracked open, revealing a complex system of gears, dials, and inscriptions, unlike anything ever seen from the ancient world. The gears were cut with incredible precision, with triangular teeth like the cogs of a modern clock. But this was no clock. The inscriptions, written in Koine Greek, were an astronomical manual. They spoke of the sun, the moon, and the planets. They described the cycles of the stars and the timing of eclipses. It was an astronomical calculator, a portable cosmos. For decades, researchers were stumped. How could the ancient Greeks, with their supposed limited technology, create such a sophisticated device? It was a technological masterpiece, an anomaly that defied everything we thought we knew about history. Some even speculated it was alien technology, a piece of a UFO that had crashed into the ancient Mediterranean. But the truth, as it often is, was even more fascinating. Using advanced imaging technology like X-rays and CT scans, scientists in the 21st century began to digitally reconstruct the mechanism. They peered inside the corroded fragments, piece by piece, revealing its hidden secrets. They discovered a system of at least 30 interlocking bronze gears, all fitting together in a wooden case no bigger than a shoebox. Here's how it worked. On the front, a single crank set the entire machine in motion. Turning it would move a set of pointers across a large dial. This main dial represented the 365-day Egyptian calendar, but it also included a special ring that could be shifted to account for the extra quarter day in a leap year. This was the Julian calendar, before Julius Caesar even introduced it. One pointer showed the position of the sun in the zodiac. Another showed the phase of the moon, but the real magic was happening on the back. 2 large spiral dials dominated the rear panel. One was the Metonic cycle, a 19-year calendar that reconciled the solar and lunar years. This was crucial for setting religious festivals, like the ancient Olympic Games. The dial even had markings for the different games held across Greece. The second spiral dial was the Saros cycle, a period of about 18 years, 11 days, and 8 hours, used to predict both solar and lunar eclipses with remarkable accuracy. It would tell you not just when an eclipse would happen, but even what time of day it would be visible. The mechanism's creator had even accounted for the irregular orbit of the moon. The moon doesn't travel at a constant speed. It speeds up and slows down. This ancient engineer crafted a clever pin-and-slot system with off-center gears. This ingenious design, known as a variable motion device, was not thought to have been invented until the 14th century in Europe. Yet here it was, in a device from the 2nd century BC. So who built this incredible machine? The inscriptions point to a possible origin. The calendar uses month names from a Corinthian colony, possibly Syracuse in Sicily. This was the home of the legendary mathematician and inventor, Archimedes. Could he really be the genius behind this amazing creation? What do you think? The Roman writer Cicero mentions that a Roman general brought back 2 mechanical devices from the siege of Syracuse, one of which could model the motions of the sun, moon, and 5 planets. The description is tantalizingly similar to the Antikythera Mechanism, while Archimedes himself was killed during the siege in 212 BC. It's believed the tradition of building these devices was carried on by his students. The mechanism found on the shipwreck is dated to around 150 to 100 BC, a little after Archimedes' time, suggesting it was likely made by someone from his school of thought. Imagine an ancient Greek scholar turning the crank on the side of this box. As the gears whir and click, they're not just tracking time, they're watching the cosmos unfold in their hands. They could predict the future of the heavens, align their calendars, and set the dates for their most important cultural events. It was like this amazing blend of science, religion, and society, all rolled into one. The shipwreck itself tells a story. It was a massive Roman cargo vessel, carrying luxury goods from the eastern Mediterranean back to Rome. It was a treasure ship, filled with Greek art and technology, a symbol of Rome's growing power and its fascination with Greek culture. The ship sank in a violent storm around 60 BC, taking the Antikythera Mechanism with it to the bottom of the sea. Terate lie a silent witness to a lost world of scientific genius waiting to be rediscovered. The discovery of the Antikythera Mechanism has completely rewritten the history of technology. It shows us that our ancient ancestors were not primitive. They were brilliant astronomers, mathematicians, and engineers. They possessed a level of mechanical and astronomical knowledge that was lost for over 1,000 years, not to be seen again until the great astronomical clocks of the European Renaissance. It's a humbling reminder that history is not a straight line of progress. Knowledge can be lost. Civilizations can forget. The Antikythera Mechanism is a message in a bottle, a whisper from the past, telling us that there is still so much we don't know about our own history. It stands as a monument to human curiosity and ingenuity, a testament to our timeless desire to understand our place in the universe. What other secrets are still buried beneath the waves, waiting to change the way we see our past? Thanks for watching. If this story fascinated you as much as it did me, hit that like button, and don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. And don't forget to subscribe for more journeys into the mysteries of history. See you next time, only here on Forgotten Clues.